I really fucking love snacks.
Hi. Oh my God. Snack time, peoples. Welcome. I am really stoked to be here and I'm really excited to have our guest today. Wow. Welcome Triple S and Jones already in the chat. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited because my guest today is a long time coming. Everybody get ready for fucking Irene Walton.
Hi!
Oh my God.
Oh my God, look at us go. Look at me with no microphone, not doing anything to help this.
Stop. Oh wait. It's it's echoing. Do you have headphones at all?
I don't let me try now that it's like working. Hold on.
You're fine. Oh my God, look how cute you are.
Honestly, let's.
Everybody's so excited that
Wait,
you're
where
here.
are you seeing comments? Because I can't see any.
Okay, you just have to click chat.
Okay.
And then now to just change. Oh, wait, it's
Oh,
not
cool.
echoing anymore. Oh,
Is
wait,
this
no, it
okay?
is. Click on audio output
Where?
to external to your AirPods. Okay, down at the bottom left where it says mute, the little arrow
It
next to
won't.
it.
It doesn't have my AirPods as an option.
Really?
Yeah.
How weird.
Oh wait.
Honestly, Mercury in retrograde can suck my nutsack,
It's
right?
doing the most. Well, oh, hold on.
I'm so sorry that this is a thing. Irene can see you guys. You guys, I'll read any mean comment. No, nobody's gonna write any mean comments about her. Just curious, is it echoing to other people though? Or is it just me, maybe? Oh my God, you sweet girl. You're getting these old fashioned headphones.
Okay. Is this doing anything?
Here, see if it. Let's see.
Am I still echoing?
No.
Great.
Oh, wait. No. Okay. So there's no echo. Perfect.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. So maybe I just imagined it. So maybe I should just kill myself.
I
Oh
think that's
God.
the
We already
logical next
talked
course of
about that.
action.
Yeah, absolutely. That uh, honestly, can we?
Wow, you look
Okay.
so pretty. Gross.
Ew, you look so pretty. What are you
I filmed
drinking?
3 I'm filming or I'm drinking some sparkling wine. Not allowed to call it champagne. Thank you very much.
Okay, great.
Apparently you sound very low.
Ugh, I know. I just can't even deal with
Oh,
any of
that's way
this
better.
anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right. Honestly, let's pretend let's do a restart. Hi, welcome to snack time.
Hi.
Oh my God, Irene Walton. Thank you for being my guest. I also just got so close to the screen and was like, wow, PMS pimples all the way for the win.
There's like a really magical point where I feel like anything past like right here, everybody looks pretty, but the second you get like right there, it's like, oh, what happened?
I know. Well, it's also like I have not been listen, Mercury in retrograde is all I'm just going to blame everything on Mercury in retrograde. Also,
Has it been in retrograde for like more than a week? Because if that's the case, it would make a lot of fucking sense.
I do think so. And also for the record, I am literally only going to hold my arms like this so they look as thin as possible. So even if it
Me too.
looks wait, I just got a passport picture taken and I uncontrollably was like this in it. So there's
Even though it's from right here up.
You can just see like the side of it, and you're like, God damn it.
So you look even wider than you wanted to because
Yeah,
now
it's like it's just so it's only one though. I was like, why did you do that?
Good
Like
luck for the next 10 years.
I know, truly. Welcome everybody in the chat who's hanging out and watching. Triple S wants to know where the jello is. Funny you should ask. Irene, I know that you
Hi,
are
Angie.
there you go. Irene, you're my favorite person ever. Gorgeous. This is why you're here. Just straight up for the clout.
I came purely for compliments, and that's
Yeah.
all I'll be accepting.
That's actually that's the whole point. This is not called snack time. This is called
It's called
no,
snack time.
it's called the snacky bitches. Okay, I have a Zevia, a root beer Zevia that I'll be opening.
Disgusting.
What?
Okay, ASMR.
I know. I'm really trying to corner like the creepy weirdo market.
It's working. Dude, there's this one girl on TikTok who I don't follow her. I don't like any of her shit, but somehow her lives are always on my For You page of like, hey, just wanted to go tick, 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 tick. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for this.
No,
I
I
gave you
hate
no
it.
indication.
I hate it so much. For some reason, there's like, and I think like, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Asia. There is like there's this account that keeps popping up where like I don't know what this girl is eating, but she's eating like
Oh, the candy?
it sounds like rocks. What is
Yeah.
that?
I think it's like straight up hard candy, and this bitch never cared about her teeth.
She eats it like cereal. She's just like
Mhm.
I had candy last night for like hard candy for the first time in a long time. I can't have
What
like
kind?
gobstoppers.
Bad
I know.
choice. For
Listen,
the first time?
it was an impulse. It was an impulse buy. I for some reason I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, these will be good," and
Yeah.
they weren't. But and they weren't. But I chewed on them, and then I woke myself up with a nightmare that I had a tooth that was missing that fell out.
I
Yeah,
hate missing teeth dreams.
I know. And I was like, okay, well, that's like official that I'm old and weird. I just want you guys to know that I am eating cucumbers and I do have jello.
What
A
is so many people are talking about this jello? What is the tea with the jello?
Okay, so I just keep eating jello and I know it's weird. And one time I tried to make my own jello with Diet Sunkiss and it was disgusting. But I have like also I keep eating jello like this.
Do you suck it?
Mhm.
Oh
It's so gnarly.
no.
And it's this
I used
giant thing of
I like to go really like I like to have the jello in my mouth for the least amount of time possible.
Really?
Like I like it to be like so it can all go down in one.
I
Because
like
like
to sometimes emulsify it.
to me jello isn't like a culinary experience. I'm not like, oh, I want it's like it's purely texture. I'm like,
Yeah.
what can I do with this weird thing?
I don't know why. I really like the flavor because I think I do like I like Gatorade and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I'm like,
I do like the flavor for sure. It's just to me, it's
yeah.
like it's so unique. Like chicken has sort of a similar texture to meat, to like, whatever. Whereas
Mhm.
jello is so specific
Yeah.
and it's so unique that I'm like, how can I get the most out of this? Oh, Fred watched my video. Thanks, Fred.
Yeah. I mean, her new video, How to Charcuterie My Butthole. That's actually she does a
That was
charcuterie
the
board
name of it.
on my butt. Surprise spoiler. No offense, but
Spoiler,
you should go.
that's Lindsay's OnlyFans is I'm the first guest star and we do charcuterie butt. Charcuterie!
Oh, that's good.
There we
I
go.
threatened to change the name of this podcast to Cake Farts. Do you remember Cake Farts? No?
I no, I remember it, but I'm glad you didn't change the name.
Yeah. Okay, also I made whipped cream. Do you remember in middle school
Yum.
when they would give you whipped cream with your jello?
I didn't get hot lunch when I was in middle school.
Okay, bitch.
Okay, Rich.
Excuse me. Or they do
Wait.
it at hospitals too.
Yeah.
Hospital Jello. They'll put whipped cream on Jello, which like is very 50. It's very 50s.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah, and
We
it's
had.
actually very good.
Tell me if you had this experience. Because we had a very weird experience in my elementary school.
Oh, I'm ready.
Where okay. So you know how, especially in elementary school, but basically in any public school, if you have a substitute for anything, they're not there to teach. Like, it's not
No.
like you have a substitute teacher who's like, and that's fine. Like, they're not like, okay, you guys were learning algebra. Let's dive into that lesson. They're like, let's do a math worksheet or let's do a math game or something. Like, they're
Right.
just kind of there to like exist and be in the room.
Right.
And one time in elementary school, we had a sub come in and he was probably like, I would say 60. He was like a 60-year-old white dude, seemed totally nice, but you know, it's like whatever it is, third grade. We're expecting it to just be like, put on a movie, we play a game, eat some lunch, hang out with your friends, go home. It's a sub. But like all of a sudden in the middle of class, he was like, I'm gonna he was like, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make butter.
What? That's actually amazing. What? We learned how to make butter.
Yeah. So he pulls out one mason jar and heavy whipping cream and some salt. And he puts it in. Like, I don't know where he got this. Like, this wasn't like what we were supposed to learn. He was for sure like just a sub. And
He's just freeballing it.
Yeah, so then he makes us. I mean, it was super fun. Obviously, I was super excited about it. But like for sure probably wasn't allowed to do this. So he's like, okay, now everybody's going to shake it for 30 seconds. We'll pass it around the room. And then we made butter. And then he was like, now you all have to eat it because.
Okay, that's where you lost me. That's where
that's the weird part. But it was so funny. Like, I remember literally at 8 years old being like, should I eat this?
That's not right. That is so funny.
But I love a king who takes control of his kingdom.
I mean, that sounds like a good grandpa to me.
Yeah.
Knowing exactly, because in third grade, we studied, I think it was third grade, we studied Laura Ingalls Wilder. Did you guys read Laura Ingalls Wilder?
I don't think so.
She was like Oregon Trail era.
Oh, yes.
Those books. Yeah, it was like books. I say study and I keep forgetting it's fiction. I literally was like, this girl was alive. This girl was alive. She had an older sister. No,
she existed.
Excuse me. She was alive. Live for the burps. I will follow you on that. Watch me throw up instead. I just throw up Jello. How disgusting.
When was the last time you threw up?
Oh, fuck.
I hate it's either so far ago that you forget or so recently that you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's been so long. I very rarely get so sick that I throw up. But like arugula gives me, I have a gag reflex associated with arugula. And
did you have a bad experience or you just hate it?
I don't know what it is. My body hates it. Like, it tastes like rotting lettuce to me. Like, it took me the longest time to figure it out. My mom
has the biggest hard on for arugula. I think every mom does. I've never met a mom who doesn't like arugula.
Everybody also in LA likes arugula. Yeah. They're obsessed. Joan says I'm eating. Well, I'm sorry, Jones. That now you're not eating anymore.
Wait, I don't see that comment. Why aren't I getting comments?
Are you?
I'm seeing a lot of Fred Peavy, which I do love.
Oh, I guess am I only getting the Twitch comments
Oh,
perhaps?
probably. Yeah, I think I only get YouTube ones.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting Twitch comments. Anyway, so I I have an arugula gag reflex and I got a smoothie on the way home from the west side and it was just a green smoothie and I was like, this tastes weird. And I was like,
This
not a
tastes
big
like
deal.
rotting lettuce
Yeah,
for some
and I was
reason.
like, you know what? Tough it out. It's a green smoothie. Oh, Angie, by the way, is in here in the chat and says, I'm mom of 5
Angie!
and hate arugula.
Angie,
Love.
you've changed the game.
Yeah, thank God.
And thank you for that.
So I was driving on the way home and I was with Nick in the car and I was like, yeah, so I feel like I'm going to throw up and I can't talk about it anymore or I will.
And you were driving.
I was driving and he's like, okay. And I was like, I just can't speak and it was just a full silent ride until we got home. And then I ran into the bathroom and like in my adult life, for some reason now, I can't throw up without screaming at the same time.
Oh no!
So like, and it's so funny that I start laughing.
You're doing it and you're screaming like,
I have no control. It's literally like, it's like a guttural yell. It'll be like, I'll be throwing up and I'll be like, oh!
That's just how you kind of live your life though.
It is. And like, it's so bizarre, but it makes me laugh so much.
That's hilarious. Well, because
so
it's hilarious.
It's so insane. And like, it's just got to sound, it has to sound horrifying from the outside of being like, hey, like at one point, Nick was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm just quite literally possessed by a demon. Dude, I got food poisoning for the first time. Let me make this about me.
No, do it.
I got food poisoning for the first time 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I think American Horror Story, Lindsay throwing up. Correct. Correct, Fred.
That's so true.
I got food poisoning for the first time like 2 years ago. And Christy, my roommate and best friend, we've been best friends for 15 years. So we've seen each other like through everything. And it's so funny to be throwing up. And like, just like Nick, just like Christy, you're like, can I do anything? And like, there's really nothing you could do. So Chris, it's like fucking 4 a.m.
Right.
It's coming out every end that's possible. Like,
love.
I've truly never felt worse physically. And Christy, just the poor girl, like I woke her up because I was making so much noise. I wasn't screaming, but I was making a lot of noise. And I woke her up and she's like, do you need anything? And it's like, no, not really. Like, I can't tell you, like, there's nothing that you can do that will help, but I am sorry you're having to be a part of it at all.
I know, but you know what I think? Like, have you ever been the person that's been like, do you need anything? Because my worst nightmare is someone saying yes, because I don't want to go in there. You know what I mean?
I always try to be preventative. So like, if I know that me and blank person are like going to go drink or whatever, that day, part of my day will be like getting Gatorades, getting a frozen pizza, like getting all that stuff so that hopefully nothing happens. And then here's a real like fucking life hack for everybody listening. Oh, reluctantly Reese is here. Hello. Here's a life hack is you don't say, do you need anything? You say, can I get you ibuprofen? Do you want some water? You give a list of things that you're willing to do.
And if they're drunk, they'll lose track immediately and
go. And then because it's all things that you can, like, I could bring her some ibuprofen. I could bring her the Gatorade that's in the fridge. But if I said, do you need anything? She's like, yeah, actually, could you go pick up? I'd be like, of course I would do it. But it's nice to offer the thing. It's sort of like when you're dealing with like a 4-year-old. You're like, it's not, do you want to go to bed? It's, would you like to go to bed in 10 minutes and brush your teeth now? Or go to bed in 5 minutes and brush your teeth before you go to bed?
That's like such proof that you have been around kids often, because I would literally just be like, are you tired? And
Did
my
you
friend,
not babysit when you were growing up?
I did, but I was also high. So like I remember babysitting when I was like, I mean, nobody really wanted me to babysit their kids, but like I did have neighbors and I would babysit their 2 little boys and we would play hide and seek and then I would just like sit in the fridge eating ice cream or the freezer eating ice cream out of like the carton and they would be like, "You didn't find me." And I would be eating their Halloween candy. So honestly, wasn't the best babysitter. And now my friends who have kids, I love kids. I think but they freak me out.
I think you're gonna be such a good mom too if you want to have kids. And I
I
think
do.
it's
And
funny that
you
you're like,
will.
I don't fucking know what to do there.
I really don't. Like my friend, it was so funny. I went to go visit my friend Kristen, and her son was 2 at the time, and we were in Target. And I didn't know her son was like, he's the cutest on the planet. But he was running around and I didn't know what to do. And she was like, "Milo, get over here." And I was like, "Milo." And I picked him up and I was like, "Do I have to hold his head?" And she goes, "He's 2 years old, Lindsay." I was just like, "Am I supposed to support the neck?" And
What am I supposed to do here?
and she was like, "He's fine." And I'm like, "Well, he doesn't seem fine. He's squirming a lot." Just like, this is honestly concerning, if anything.
Oh my God.
No, but thank God for my friends who like have kids and know that I'm a full weirdo and are just like, "Okay, stop doing whatever you're doing."
And
And
here's
like,
how to do it.
exactly.
Lindsay
Exactly.
actually breaking Milo's neck, literally.
No, I
Dude,
mean, truly.
oh gosh, kids are funny, dude. Like,
They
I,
really are.
it's because you really can play hide and, but also they're like, have this magical innocence about them where it's like, you could just, this is
Are
me
you
being
gonna cry?
no, this is me being a
Oh, thank
horrible
God.
baby. No, I've cried enough this week. This is me being a horrible babysitter. But like, if they're young enough, and by young enough, I mean like, depending on how stupid the kid is, maybe like 12 to like the ages of 8 to 12.
Right.
Some of them you can just like be like, "We weren't playing hide and go seek. Where were you?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry." And I'm like,
Okay, I honestly feel like you would be like the ultimate babysitter though. Like I would throw myself at your feet if I was a
I
kid.
loved babysitting. I still love babysitting. There's a family who I spend a lot of time with, which sounds weird, but I used to babysit for them. Like I was their like go-to babysitter. And then I just got super close with the family. And now all the girls are like old enough where they can be home alone. But
Right.
if the parents like, and I'm like besties with the parents too. So like
Of
I would
course
say
you are.
I would say 80% of the time when I'm seeing them, the parents are like, we're all just having dinner or hanging out or going to the pool, whatever. But they don't love if their kids are gone, if they leave for the weekend. They don't want their kids to just like be alone in the house. So I'll stay over for the night or whatever.
Right.
But I've loved babysitting for so long. I fucking love kids so much. But the best compliment I ever got, there was this guy who I was like hooking up with for a bit and we were friends, whatever. And I was like, "Oh, I can't go out tonight. Like I'm babysitting." He was like, "I feel like if you were my babysitter, I would have been in love with you." And I was like,
Absolutely.
"That's the nicest thing I've ever heard in my entire life."
110%. That would be like what I would want too, but I know that that's not true because I always just look at them like
I would love that. Oh my God, I
love
can't wait for you to be a mom.
I can't wait either. I like just ask them 100 questions. I just keep being like, "What's your doll's name?" "Oh, you're not answering now?
Well,
Okay. Are
because
you
dude,
just
it's kids are so funny because they're just like they'll just fucking talk. Because most
well,
like
or they just shut down completely."
yeah,
And I'm
or
like,
you're done.
"Who the fuck told you you're allowed to just stop talking to me?" Literally?
You're my only friend right now.
Yeah, I was like, "Who else am I gonna talk to?"
Oh,
Like,
Joe's G is here. I love Joe's. He's always in my comments.
oh,
Or they, I don't know their pronouns.
hey. Oh my God, love it. Um, Jones in Twitch says, I was a young boy once and loved every single one of your babysitters. You must have not had the fat, gross ones I had that were like 100 years old. Not
Dude,
that fat is gross, but I'm just saying
do you want to hear
these old women were intense.
do you want to hear a weird thing about me, a weird little factoid?
Yeah, of course.
I not exclusively, but I ate baby food like as a snack up until I was like 14, 15, 16, 17.
Honestly, so fair. Baby
Because,
food is
bitch,
very good.
everybody's like, "Ooh, I love applesauce." Okay, so what's wrong with pear sauce? Just because it's in a little container, now I'm weird for it?
No, I
Just because I
totally
eat it with a
agree.
baby spoon, now I'm weird for it?
Just because you wear a bib, you're weird for it.
Reluctantly, Reese says, my brother, 6 at the time, literally nicknamed my best friend Metal Face Chainsaw because she had glasses.
Okay, kids are also so mean. I'm so scared of young girls.
Yeah,
just
all of them
stuff.
say that I'm 40.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
They're all like,
forget
oh,
it.
you're 40.
I mean, literally teenagers think that I'm 100 years old. So, like, and nothing is scarier than a teenager in a million years.
No, dude, John Mulaney's bit about being like, he's like, nothing petrified. Like, I'm so much more scared to walk down the street at 3 p.m. on a Friday and pass a group of 14-year-old boys and girls than I am to go through a bad neighborhood.
I 100 agree with that. It's so brilliant because it's literally so true. Okay, I want to get to the snack part because I could literally chat with you forever and we're going to keep doing this, but I would like to address your childhood snacks. I asked Irene, what is your favorite childhood snacks? First of all, initially she said, what was the meat? A bologna sandwich with mustard?
Okay. So there were two. It was always a sandwich, white bread, mustard, nothing else, but the meat would switch between salami or bologna. And I would eat it in a very weird way. My dad would
already weird.
Already bad. My dad was a stay-at-home dad. My mom worked. So he made our lunches and stuff and then also picked us up from school up until we got to high school and we'd walk home. But so he would, and our sandwich would change throughout the weeks or whatever, but sometimes it would be either a salami sandwich or a bologna sandwich on white bread with yellow mustard.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was in elementary school, my brother's 4 years older than me, so he would be in middle school. And our elementary school got out at like 2:30. Eddie's got out at 3. And so my dad and I would have a little bit of time where we would like listen to the radio, play games, just like he would do his thing, I would do my thing, whatever, before Eddie got into the car. And so I'm fucking so weird, and I've been weird and like actually had OCD since I was a kid. Oh. And so I would save my weird sandwich, my little white bread sandwich, and I would my dad had a minivan that he would pick us up in. And so I would save my sandwich and I would be like, okay, I'm going to go to my spot. And I would climb into the trunk of the minivan and take off pieces that were like this big of the sandwich and eat them.
Oh no, I love that.
And I saved it.
And minivan trunks. Minivan trunks were where it was at.
Fuck me. I was my own little compartment. He would be listening to NPR. I would be listening to, or I would be eating my weird sandwich bits. And it was like our cute little symbiotic situation.
I love it.
Or we would play little improv games. Like we would do poems, or we would do just like silly stuff in the car. It was so fun. But yeah, so that was like my childhood like memory food. Okay. But if it's actual like snacks, like what do you snack on?
Yeah.
It's my favorite is like pretzel sticks and lemonade.
Yeah, which is so classic, I gotta tell you. It's really sweet. I mean, it's very much a representation of you, in my opinion, like very basic and stupid. And no,
but for real.
No, like very just like classic, not complicated. Like, you're very, like, you just know how to keep it, like, very quality and good, but very simple. I,
Thank
like,
you.
deeply appreciate it. Um,
What's your childhood snack?
I have so many. So mine are just, like, so part of why I love this is because I never felt like I got proper snacks, and I always was like, because my mom was so health food crazy.
I was gonna say, I feel like you either there were like three households people could grow up in.
Right.
It was either like cool food all the time,
Ugh,
like,
yes.
oh, they get pizza for dinner, which like as we grow up, we realize that it's like low key neglect where it's like, yeah, I had TV dinners every night. And I'm like, oh, tricky. So it's like
Tricky.
that house, or like I feel like I have to give my parents credit. I think they crushed it. Like we
Yeah.
had family dinner every night, but like my parents were not like, you're not allowed to have cinnamon toast crunch, but my mom would like mix the cinnamon toast crunch with Cheerios in the thing so that
I love that.
so that it wasn't too sweet, but we still got to like have the fun cereal. Or you were like way on the other end of the spectrum where like it sounds like you were like you didn't even know that a Twinkie existed until you were 14.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I knew a Twinkie existed, but like my sister for her like 14th birthday asked for a Twinkie.
Oh, yeah. I love that story.
Like, it's like
so
actually
much.
insane. And my mom grew up being called fat. I grew up being like, we all had like deep food Jewish women issues. And so it was like, we ate like really, I mean, also it's like such like a fucking privilege to be like, my mom raised me organic. It was torture. Like, because, and I fully do get that. Like, I really do. But
Well,
also I was like, okay, can you give me a pack of Gushers?
on a Friday for
Yeah,
school.
like, let me have, but she was like, so, and then retrospect, like 90s snacks were really bad.
Just like
Um,
truly, like anytime I try it as a goof now, I'm like, oh, I haven't had those new Dunkaroos. I'm like, Cavity Town, USA, population every one of my molars.
we were literally like, you guys can't have candy, but here are fruit snacks. It's like, wait, what?
You're like, it's just because it's in the shape of an orange slice. Now it's good.
Exactly. So it was just like I wanted every single I love snacks. Like I love
Yeah,
like
me too.
every single
My
like
my
full like
brother,
sleepover party vibes.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
I think something very cool that like the older I get and the more people who I talk to, like I realize like my mom fucking crushed it.
It sounds like it.
I don't think she's ever had an issue with her body. She's gorgeous, she's fantastic. She's a dancer, but she still like does stuff. But like there was never one moment in my life where my mom was like, "Are you sure you want to eat that? Are you sure you want to do that?" Like
Yeah.
and I'm so appreciative. Like I of course got an eating disorder, but that was on my own volition.
Right, right. I mean,
Like
that's
that
also
was
being a woman growing up in our society.
yeah. But like my mom didn't fucking deal with that shit once. Like when I was
I
in
love
the
it.
eating disorder and like nobody knew, I didn't even know that it was happening at that point. And I would be like, "Oh, I can't have that. I can't." She's like, "Irene, have a fucking bite. Like literally calm down." And I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I can't." And now I'm like, my mom is the most stable, amazing. My dad was the first person, and I know he didn't do it to like be shitty. He's also dead, so it doesn't matter.
Sure.
But like he was I used to, oh, this was another childhood snack I had. I used to
Mm.
snack on literal just pieces of rye bread.
Oh, the pieces of bread snack.
Oh, not toasted, no butter, just straight out the pack, my friend.
Yeah.
And so I think I was on like my fourth piece of bread, and my dad was like, this was the first, I remember vividly, this was the first time I ever was like, oh, am I not supposed to eat certain stuff? My dad goes, you sure you want to have all that bread? And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you've ever had it. It's delicious. And he was like,
That's the healthiest response.
he was like, well, you shouldn't eat that much. Like it should be like with other stuff. And so like he was just trying to be mindful. But a piece of fucking Jewish rye, ugh.
I mean, I actually think rye bread is disgusting, but like I know. And look, my mom and my aunt like basically jerked off to rye bread when I was in Florida, like talking about it on the podcast. And also, like, just to be clear, my mom never called me fat, but she was such a product of her time.
Yeah.
She was like familiar. She was familiar with what not to say to me, but we didn't realize yet that like
It's
what
all
she
like
says
what she
about
says to
her
herself.
yeah, what she says to herself also affects us. And like, good Lord, women, like we truly like the hoops. Like I have a friend who has a young daughter and she's like, I read so many books on this and have no fucking clue what to say when my daughter is like, do I look pretty? And I'm like, what the fuck do we say? It's a minefield.
I think that's say what you will about the South. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that can be said about it, and there's a lot of negativity that comes from the South. But I think my mom growing up in Texas, like it was like, how big is your hair? That's the only thing that matters. And so like she never, I don't know if I've ever heard her say something except like, oh, I don't like this like blemish I have. Like truly fucking crushed it in that department. And so I think I can't imagine what it would be like your mom and my mom and your friend being a mom, like what that's going to be like when our daughter is like, is this how, like, do you like the way I look? It's like, yes, you're beautiful, but also you're smart and funny, but I know you're looking for anyway, pretzel
it's like,
sticks.
no, I mean 100%. Like, oh, we're not allowed to be insecure either. Great. Like
that's all I have.
I'm still unlearning fat phobia. Like,
Me
give
too.
me a break.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God. I think Gen Z at the very least is like got a much better handle on it. Truly like nailing it.
Somebody asked what kind of pretzels. Oh, Joss asked what kind of pretzels we were. Joss, is that how you pronounce your name, by the way? What kind of pretzels we were talking about. And I don't know. Have you had Dave Ross on yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was on Dave's podcast where we talked about the best grocery store pretzels, like ranked from best to worst.
I was going to ask you because I wrote down the different brands.
So my ultimate top tier pretzel is a rolled gold twist. A big twist, not a mini twist. A mini twist is still good, but it's not as good a big. No, that's a fucking sourdough twist, you disgusting cunt.
Wow.
Yeah. If I get a box of pretzels and there's 5 pretzels in it, already bad. If it's coming in a box, bad.
I agree.
In the bag, a rolled gold twisted pretzel thin, like a twisted thin, a beaut.
Yeah. I mean, thins are essential. I mean, not to.
I love a
we literally
thin.
just talked about fat phobia, and then we're like thin pretzels only.
I fucking hate the big ones. Well, the big ones are so hard and gross. It's like if a rod was double baked and twisted. Bad.
Yeah. I mean, no, I agree. Also, reluctantly Reese, unlearning fat phobia. This is a great topic anyway, but love it. And then Joss says that's how you pronounce the nickname. So you're correct. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a question on your podcast.
Yeah, I mean, please go for it. I'm just eating whipped cream with a spoon. And I literally, can I just show you really quickly?
Hook us up.
Really quickly. Remember the jello in the beginning?
Of course.
Babe, I crushed it. I crushed it.
You really did. Good job.
Thank you.
Do you okay? Okay. 1 is very, very, very tart.
Okay.
And 10 is very, very, very sweet. Where do you like your lemonade? And I'm talking homemade lemonade. I don't believe in like Minute Maid.
I don't believe in I don't believe in it. My name's Irene and I make everything homemade. Also, this podcast is going to go extra long and I don't care.
I know. I was like, oh, we're already at an hour. I'm over it.
No, we're fine. Oh, you're over it? Bye.
No. Oh, no. I mean, I'm over the idea that it has to be an hour because I want to be here forever.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to just keep it going. I like a tart. I like tart. I mean, I like citrus because it's tart. So I do need like a perfect balance.
My golden lemonade is like a 3.
Okay, out of
so if 1 is the tart, like barely any sugar at all, and 10 is Minute Maid lemonade.
Oh, got it.
I like it to be like a 3.5. So like you still have the pulp of the lemon, you still mostly taste lemon, but it's still refreshing and sweet and fun.
Yes, I completely
agree.
agree.
Where are you living? You're a 3.5?
I think so. Yeah, like I like Minute Maid to me tastes terrible. I don't
I hate
like
it.
I love like a tartness with everything. So I need
Fred is
for it
right.
to-
Simply Lemonade is very good.
Simply Lemonade is great. I will say, I know that we've talked about this in a Clubhouse. Remember when I tried to get you into Clubhouse and I was like, we're going to have this thing. And we talked about lemonade and I talked about eating lemonade powder. And you were like, are you crazy? And then all these people joined in and were like, yeah, I ate lemonade powder. Eating lemonade powder. I mean, that's the weird thing too. It's like my mom was like all organic, but we had like country time lemonade that I would just
what was
like
weird about the 90s is there was like it was so like weirdly health conscious, but then it would be like, oh, we've now created fake sugar that's like a lot worse for you than regular sugar, but there's no calories in it, so it's good.
It's just weird. And even now I had like a Crystal Light packet problem. And like where I was like eating Crystal Light packets and was like, well, this isn't correct.
But I had a Crystal Light phase too.
It's just like really, and it doesn't even taste good. It's just too much. It's too much. I want to get into 2 truths and a lie though, because I'm hoping that I stump you. How does one eat powder? You eat it. Go ahead.
I have to pee. Can I be right back?
Yeah, you can pee. I can't wait to talk shit about you.
I can't wait to hear it. You guys can look at my board.
Yeah, look at her board.
Because my shorts are too short.
The truth is she already peed and she's embarrassed because she has to go change her pants now. So no, nobody here is wearing pants, Jones. Okay. It's called doing it from your house and you don't have to do anything. Let's talk about how cool Irene is, reluctantly Reese. I mean, I mean, if you listen to the last episode with Sam Wiles, I definitely kept referencing Irene and being like, that sweet girl. So it's embarrassing. Wait, let's TMI. Sam, you love lemonade that much? I honestly could vibe with basically any lemonade. It's one of your faves. Fred likes strawberry, orange, banana, Crystal Light. I do like how Crystal Light has all these fun flavors. Now I have to leave so you can talk about me, reluctantly, Reese. Well, Irene and I met through our friend Dave Ross's Instagram. That's how we met. We are social media pals and we actually live very close to each other. How was the pee-pee, sweetie?
Honestly, fucking stellar. Thank you so much.
Oh,
what did I miss?
So welcome. You miss nothing. Everyone loves you. It's mortifying. This Elizabeth, I just happened across this podcast by accident. Oh, a new favorite. Love the dry humor with body positivity mixed in it. That's so sweet.
Wow. Wait,
Thank
Elizabeth,
you.
I'm going to tell you something. That's probably one of the nicest comments I've ever seen in my life.
I know, that's so kind. It's so sweet. Yeah, if you want to talk shit about me, definitely go on Twitter. Jones joins in. It's a lot of my friends really thoroughly enjoy dragging me. I
think it's so fun to drag you because you're that's something my dad always said. My dad always said, you're not allowed to make fun of somebody until you make fun of yourself first. And I think you're so good at being somebody who's like, I'm a fucking piece of shit. Anyway, you're ugly. And I love that about you.
Such a compliment. Thank you.
My dad would have been in love with you. He'd have been like, how's
Aw.
Lindsay? Where's Lindsay?
My dad would have loved you too. Probably too much, but like my dad was such an appreciator of beauty. I don't know how I'm not gonna touch that. Okay, so 2 truths and a lie. Are you ready to play?
Okay, so I'm one of those pieces of garbage who like when it's like never have I ever, it's like, okay, do I put my finger down if I've done it, right?
Okay.
So
So
2 truths and a lie. I say what you state 3 things and
Yes.
I say what the lie is.
correct. You
Okay.
have to figure out which one is the lie. So I'm going to give
Okay.
you 3 statements and then you have to decide which one is the lie. Okay? Are you ready for round 1?
Angie, get ready because we will be doing this for another hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yes,
thank you
round
so
1.
much. Okay, ready. 2 truths and a lie. Okay, gorgeous. Love the burp. Living for it. Okay, pretzel. Here's number 1. Pretzels were invented by a monk. 2. Pretzel sticks were invented in Italy. 3. The pretzel shape is a symbol of family. And I can repeat them if you want me to.
Okay, no. But thank you. Pretzels were not invented by a monk.
Okay, that is incorrect. They were invented by a monk. Can you believe what was he doing with his life? And
Bitch,
guess
where did he find baking soda?
I mean, I don't know if there's baking soda in pretzels.
No, I
hard-
mean when
hard
you have to
pretzels.
boil them in the baking soda water.
Oh, maybe he just like, I mean, look, here's the truth. Like, I have no idea how disgusting that pretzel was because, like, he may have invented it, but there's no way that it was as good as
That
what
it's-
we have today.
Well, that's what I think. Like when everybody's like so upset about GMOs and all these things, I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, are you enjoying your seedless watermelon? And so it's like food goes through so many iterations before it's
Mhm.
the thing that we think food is. So that fool probably just had like a brick of flour and was like, this is a pretzel. And we're like, love that.
And we're like, wow, so organic. I had a farmer's market grapefruit the other day and it tasted like ass. So
That.
I was like,
I
"Bitch, I got
love-
this at the farmer's market.
This is such a good idea for a podcast. You've done such a good job with this.
Wow,
How
thank
smart.
you. Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here's round 2.
Okay.
2 truths and a lie. Ready?
Okay.
Number 1. Pretzels were invented before lemonade was. 2. Lemonade mixed with crushed crickets is a delicacy in parts of the world. 3. Lemonade is brown in Ireland. I can repeat them too if you need me to.
Okay, yeah, repeat these ones. Repeat just the first one.
The first one. Pretzels were invented before lemonade was.
These all sound true. Because the Ireland one is so weird and dumb that like it would be true.
Yeah, I mean,
the Ireland one is not true.
it's
No,
not.
the cricket one is not. Oh, yes.
Wait, which one?
Oh. The
Triple
Ireland,
S. Triple S says the brown lemonade is brown is the lie. Just so you know.
The brown is not true.
You're wrong.
Please explain that to me.
Okay, so when
Also, do you make up the lie or do you tweak a fact?
Sometimes it's different. For this one, I definitely made it up completely. Where the lie was lemonade mixed with crushed crickets is a delicacy. That's
but
false.
like anything mixed with crushed crickets is a delicacy somewhere. So I was like, that's gotta be true.
I agree with that. Lemonade is brown in Ireland, not as like a blanket rule, but they serve brown lemonade in Ireland because they sweeten it with brown sugar.
Got it.
So it turns it brown. But everything else is true. Pretzels were invented before lemonade was because, but
That
get
I believe,
this,
because sugar is like super fucking hard to find up until like 10 minutes ago.
100%. But listen to how recent or how old these things are. So, okay, so pretzels were invented in 610 AD by that monk that they had to taste like ass. Like
Garbage.
had to taste like
Could
ass.
you imagine if he just had like a full ass rolled gold twist?
I mean, there's no way. There's no way.
No, of course.
Also the lie there was that the pretzel shape is a symbol of family. So which is not wrong. It's a symbol of good luck, and bakers in the olden days, like the Bakers Guild in the 12th century, made it like their symbol, like the twisted pretzel thing.
Oh, I love that.
I know, isn't that cute? But but I guess like lemonade dates back to Egypt 500 AD. So it's not like exact, but they made a lemon juice drink with sugar. So
You know, if anybody needs a little bit of joy at any point in this coming week, I highly advise looking up babies tasting lemons on YouTube, because it is very cute and very sweet.
They hate it.
Well, because they're so excited about it and they want to try it so bad, and then it always takes a second for them to process it, and then they're like, and then they hate it. Yeah, Sam's seen it. He's like, that shit's so cute.
It's so cute. Jones said Lindsay is a monster, and Triple S agreed. So we do have that. I will say that, like, have you ever heard of miracle fruit? They sell
I
it in
have
pills.
some.
Shut up, you do?
I've never used it.
Oh my God. Okay,
we should do a video where
that's
we do
a video
that.
because
Okay, for sure.
I've used it before, and I just sit
Does it
there.
really work?
Yes. It's crazy.
Gag.
It's crazy. So, we absolutely have to do that. But I just sat there eating raw lemons for like an hour, and then my teeth hurt so badly after. But I was like, this is the most incredible thing in the world. But lemonade, low-key, they have like versions all over the world, although there is like controversy because it was first sold in Paris, which is like very French to do that and just bogart it. But that's like how it was like first
it's like
marketed.
Do you like hummus?
Me?
Yeah.
It depends on the day. You make hummus though.
I do. But your lemonade story reminds me, like, I've met so many people. I've met Greek people and Armenian people and Persian people and like people from all over the world. And they're like, well, we invented hummus. Well, Armenians invented hummus. Well, the Greeks invented hummus. And so it's one of those things where it's like, of course, France is like, no, we invented lemonade actually. And I love like food wars, like who started the thing.
It's like, babe, you took a fruit and you put it in water and you juiced it, and we've done this before. So
it's not that crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So Fred and Sam want to know what miracle fruit is. Miracle fruit is this fruit, I think, from the Amazon.
It's like some crazy thing that it like twists your taste buds. So like things that were sour and bitter now taste sweet and like good. Things that were sweet are now like so much that you can't handle it.
Yeah. So it's like you could eat hot sauce. Like vinegar tastes are supposed to be turned sweet too. Mm-hmm. So people will like eat hot sauce or like different things like that. There's like the classics. So it's interesting.
There's actually, if you guys are looking to buy it, there's one you can buy. It's just like a little pill you chew up. And you wait like 15 minutes, called Nature's Wild Berry. The guy who owns it like was really, really sweet. That's how I have some in my house. His name is Hank. He's like so fucking nice. So if you want to buy if you want to buy some, buy from him because he's so sweet.
Oh my God, love. Yeah.
I reluctantly reset. I feel like my next diet's going to be the miracle fruit diet. Just you eating only lemons for days.
Truly just get an ulcer immediately. The acid will just like eat through your stomach lining. That's so funny. Yeah, no, I'm so glad you know what that is. I was so excited when I love the fact that like food can do weird shit to you too. Like there's stuff that you can eat. Like when I did drugs, all I wanted to do was eat stuff. Like I wasn't into snorting. If you don't know, I'm sober, by the way, for anybody listening or watching. So I'm not talking about, but like I like
Do you
anything that
mean
I could
like you would
eat.
get high and then want to eat something, or you would try to eat drugs?
Both. I mean, I
Got it.
definitely, when I was really young, tried to eat weed. I also didn't understand how you got THC butter, and I was so young that like
I mean, I still don't understand that.
yeah, like there's a whole process. It's so like it's like actual science, and like instead I just had like a nug and I like put it in a skillet and like one time I put weed in hot chocolate, being like, "Yeah, this will do it," and
Did it work?
no,
Of
I
course.
just literally dropped a nug in hot chocolate. Basically, nobody should do drugs, but people were like, "Oh, you really want to get the good stuff," blah blah. And I'm like, I would just like to eat literally anything. If I can't eat it, then I'm
I
not
don't care.
particularly interested. Also, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do it's not worth it.
It's so not worth it. I can't even explain. But if you do want it and you need help, talk to me. Anyway, oh Fred, you're sober? Oh, that's so
Woo!
great. Congrats. I'm sure weed hot chocolate would be good if like
If done right.
well, yeah, we're in California now and it's like
Yeah, you can
hilarious
get
what I
fucking
thought I
dude.
was doing.
I remember I met somebody and I was like, "Oh, what do you do?" Just like the most natural conversation you can have. And they're like, "Oh, like I have a culinary business." I was like, "That's sick. I do food stuff too." And they're like, "Yeah, I do like full THC based meals." And I was like, and they said it like as if they were like, "Oh, I work at Citibank and like I do accounts for." I was
Shit.
like, what a wild thing that like literally 10 years ago, like when I was in high school, it would have been like, you're going to jail. Like, oh my God.
Totally. It's crazy. There's a show on Netflix that a lot of my friends ended up being judges on, like a lot of comics. It's like the most low budget show where weed chefs go up against each other and then like
What's it
comics eat
called?
it. I can't
Wait,
even
can I guess what it's
remember.
called?
It's I have no
Is it
idea.
like Munchie Madness or some shit like that?
Something like that or whatever. It's like honestly, it's bizarre, but no, people are so advanced. There's like a weed shop down the street from me that looks like the Apple store. Like it's
Yes.
crazy. I'm like I like that in itself just makes it tempting to me because I'm like, you guys put flowers on the wall. That's so cool.
That's like amazing.
I'm literally obsessed with this. Okay. Oh, Diana says she was just watching that show.
Diana, do you remember what it's called?
Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, share with everyone because everybody is interested. Oh, reluctantly Reese is gonna watch it. MasterChef is really good. Is
Were
that
you
the one
on
Gordon?
MasterChef?
Me? I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was on I was in a test kitchen. I was on a test team for a different Gordon Ramsay show, that F word. And then he tried to fuck this girl.
Oh no.
He like creeped on this girl on one of the other test teams and then he also tried to fire me cuz he thought I was drunk. And I was like, "I'm sorry I'm not drunk. I'm just having fun and don't have time for your weird creepy shit." I mean, look, I don't understand celebrity marriages, but all I'm saying is like,
what's going on there?
well, he showed up to this girl's birthday dinner. And like, I was like, that is desperate, dude. And it was like some weird old man talking to like a young girl shit where it was like, you're so beautiful. I wish you were here so I could kiss you. And it's like, babe, no, we're not doing this. Babe, no. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay tea spilling podcast. I mean, come at me. Who's listening? It's not untrue. He also called the French incestuous, and I was like, "You act like I've ever been to Europe. Like, do you know who I'm from New Jersey." Like,
I'm poor.
yeah, I was like he was talking to me, he's like, "Oh, the French." Like, with like backstage before we were like running something, he's like, "Yeah, and the French, they're all incestuous." And I was like, I like literally no frame of reference, Gordon. Like no frame of reference.
Oh,
But it was
jeez.
so bizarre because he was also like he would flip on like he was so nice and like would introduce himself to everybody and until he was not nice. And it was like very weird because it was like I really don't
I don't know how to act. I don't know,
he
like,
it felt everybody all of his staff felt like they were like abused children who were just like daddy love me.
oh, Diana says, is it cooked with cannabis? I feel like there was another one. I mean,
Oh,
probably.
maybe. Interesting. People hate Gordon Ramsay in the comments, live for it. I don't know about bipolar. I think he was a narcissist. And I think when you're like, I have a hard time thinking of like moguls that are not narcissists.
I just feel like there are so many words that get thrown around so aggressively now that it's like
Yeah.
narcissist, toxic, gaslighting. Like, what do all
Yeah.
these actually mean? Versus, like, is he a dick or is he not a dick?
No, totally. That's the thing though. It's like narcissists are like supposed to be very charming and
Yeah.
very just like and like very like able to make you think that they're
Yeah.
focused on you and flip it,
Like,
but I don't know.
I've dated narcissists and it's not like they're like, let's look at me, let's talk about me. Like, it's a very different vibe. But
It's
so I
such
don't
a
know if
weird vibe.
he seems like a narcissist, but he does seem like he was a fucking asshole to you. So I hate
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I could not there was no stakes there. I was like, "Fire me. I dare you." Who cares? You're not paying me anything. Who literally Oh, yeah, Rachel Ray is great. Here's the truth. I love any chef that looks like a chef. That looks like they're like, "Look, I don't have time to do my hair. I'm fucking cooking. I'm
Yeah.
cooking and I'm sweating." You think I have time? Like, who's like, I love anybody that's like bothered by the idea. They look like they're like bothered by the idea of someone having to like brush up their face.
Yeah, they got shit to do.
Yeah.
They have to baste.
Yeah, they're like, "Bitch, I don't have time." Um, oh, Guy Fieri. I feel like
Dude,
he's supposed to be
I
so great.
no, he's not supposed he is such a fucking angel. I love Guy Fieri. I'm not even saying this like as a goof. Like, he is such a I've never met him. Couldn't know.
Right.
I don't know him from Adam. But apparently he is like the sweetest, does so much for the like actual restaurant community, like officiates weddings when people ask him to. Like, apparently he is one of the like sweetest people in the world. And he like does this is something I love so deeply. When somebody who's like him, who like gets made fun of all the time, he gets such a kick out of it. He's like, "Oh, these costumes are hilarious. Like, this is so
Yeah.
fun." I love that.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
just
just seems like the sweetest angel. And he's done so much for so many people.
I've never heard a bad thing about him. Like, there definitely are people like that where I'm like, wow, that's incredible. And then there's so many
Yeah.
others where I'm just like, how? How do we let you thrive? We just let you thrive and you're a bad person. It's like, honestly, and then I'm like ranting and raving, and everyone's like, can you relax? They're like, we enjoy the show. Shut up, bitch. Okay, I wanna make you play, Fuck, Marry, Kill.
I love this game so deeply.
I love it too, and we're gonna play Fuck, Marry, Kill with snacks, but it's been
Mhm.
amended to Fuck, Marry, Kill, Poly Partner. Um, so we give you 4 options. So you have Fuck, Marry, Kill, and then your poly partner is someone who you invite into your married relationship, and you can have
Interesting.
and you can share, or you can have your separate So it's like if you want to mix the two or you want to have like, this is like on the side. So that's what we're doing with that. And we have 3 rounds. So we have a sweet, we have a savory, and then we have a bonus round where we mix them up.
You're a genius.
I mean, it's very fun.
You're a great podcast host.
Get out of here. You're a great guest. Okay, so do you want to do sweet or savory first?
Let's do savory sweet bonus.
Savory sweet bonus. Okay, great. So let me pull up savory. Okay. Fuck, marry, kill, poly partner. Savory. We have plain Triscuits, Cornichon pickles, kale chips, and tamari almonds. I can repeat if you'd like as well.
Kill tamari almonds.
Okay.
Marry cornichons.
That's cute.
Poly partner Triscuits.
Ugh.
What's the last one?
Triscuits, kale chips.
Fuck kale chips.
You would fuck kale chips?
And here's why.
Okay,
because
I'm hearing.
they have so much confidence that they're the cool, hot, fun snack that they're gonna come in guns blazing.
Interesting.
When in reality they're just a white guy who does improv.
Right.
But they think they're hot shit, so they're gonna try their best.
Interesting.
They're gonna be, oh, we're ranch, oh, we're hot and spicy, oh, we're this and that. You do whatever you want. We're gonna have 15 minutes together and then be done.
Wow, interesting. And the Cornichon pickles,
bitch, mama, breaks that glass.
I mean, they're very delicious. I forgot how much I liked them until the other day. Like truly. Until
was it when I had you over and I made you eat cornichon?
Exactly. When you had me over and I had the charcuterie board and I was like, which by the way, literally sat there not like stuffing my face for like 45 seconds. 45 minutes. Like literally nonstop. But like they're delicious. And here's the thing. They're so delicious that I would fuck them.
Yeah, but
they're special.
That's the gag of it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you marry the thing, you get to fuck them forever.
So here's the thing. I would marry the tamari almonds because I love a tang, and almonds will sustain you. They will.
But like you're not going to get tired of the tamari.
No. I mean, it's tangy. It's not that like crazy. So like I would marry the tamari, but I would poly partner the Cornichon pickles.
You're telling me that I don't believe this anymore. You're telling me you're gonna marry tamari almonds and then act like you can just bring cornichons in?
Yes.
No, cornichons is a main character, bitch.
Well, no, because like pickles give me a tummy ache after a while, but it is a main character because it's gonna be in my actual like family. But in terms of what I would fuck, I mean,
who would you fuck?
That is. Here's the thing: plain Triscuits, not into it.
Well, here's the gag. Okay, but is it better? Here's a question: is it better to have sex with a plain snack who will give you what you want, it'll just be the same, or a snack that tries to be interesting?
Okay. It's okay. I mean,
and this is me saying it having fucked kale chips. So like,
no, I mean, you actually really present a really solid argument because I would not initially fuck kale chips.
That's like everybody who's like, oh, do you just do missionaries? Like, haha, missionaries nice though. So what are we talking shit about?
No, I mean, and here's the thing. I think I would have to agree with you on the kale chips, which like you changed my mind on that because like I initially was like, I'm not doing that. I will agree with you on the kale chips. I would fuck them because they deserve a chance, because you know what? They are capable of change, because they were not
Exactly, Rice.
they weren't originally chips. They were just kale.
They were just a garnish on a buffet, bitch.
Yeah. And they knew they had to be more. They knew they had to be more to be a snack, because never will I put kale as a snack. So
My mom called me the other day. She goes, "Guess what I did?" I said, "What'd you do?" Thinking she'd be like, "Went on a date or something." She goes, "I put kale in the air fryer, just a little olive oil and some salt. Delicious." And I was like, there we go, Amy. There she is.
Oh, I love that. What
We
an
love Amy.
adventurous mom. Triple S says, so reluctantly Ree says, I'd poly partner the almonds and marry the pickles. That's similar.
That's a
like
gag.
the swap of mine.
I like
And
that.
then Triple S says, I wouldn't want to be jackrabbited by the kale chips. Okay, but here, would you want to
That's
be
fair.
jackrabbited by the Triscuits? Because that's painful.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not a
thinking
good
of
look.
Triscuit as like a little 15-minute missionary, everybody gets what they want situation. Nothing special.
I
but
mean,
you're fine.
talk about, I hope you planning on using some sort of lube, because that's rough.
Because a
That
plain Triscuit, a lot of corners,
I
a lot
need
of
to
shreds.
lube my throat just thinking about it. It makes me like
Okay, what's our sweet?
Okay, sweet. All right, hold please. Okay, sweet. Hershey's cookies and cream bar. Twizzlers. Thin Mints. And Runts.
This is the easiest question I've ever been asked.
Is it? Wait, the easiest? I picked several that I thought you wouldn't like.
Well, okay. Obviously, kill, bloody murder Twizzlers. Disgusting. Hope they die. Would never see them again in my life. I'd be happy. Marry Hershey's cookies and cream bar. Obviously.
Whoa.
Poly partner Runs because fun. And then fuck Thin Mints because like, ooh, once a year, bitch. Done.
I mean, honestly,
you couldn't have made an easier thing.
Irene, I am floored. I mean,
Why?
I'm literally floored.
Why?
First of all, miss, I don't like white chocolate. What the fuck do you think a Hershey's cookies and cream bar is?
Mama, are we talking about white chocolate or are we talking about a Hershey's cookies and cream bar?
We're talking about Hershey's cookies and cream bar is white chocolate with little nuggets in it.
Little nugs of like weird black Oreo bits. Big time.
Everybody is cheering you on in the comments, and it's literally a nightmare. It's literally a nightmare.
That was literally like if you were like, would you rather like marry or kill Robert Downey Jr. in like a big pile of garbage? Like that's how easy this answer was.
I am so upset. This is such a Twizzler. Thank God for Triple S, who would marry Twizzlers, which it fucking knows what they're talking about. Okay. Everybody else is cheering you on. They obviously hate red vines or they love red vines because I don't want to call you guys losers, but you just don't know what you don't know. And Twizzlers till the day that I die.
But like no, like could you imagine a better poly partner than Runs?
Yes,
I don't think
actually, Runs taste like the gobstoppers that I had last night. Did you forget the chalky center
No,
of
but
Runs?
they're little tiny babies.
You want a poly partner with babies, Irene?
Okay. Enough of this.
Okay, wait. Jones says marry Thin Mint, fuck Runs, poly cookies and cream, kill Twizzlers. Again, we're not killing
As
Twizzlers.
long as we're all killing Twizzlers, I never cared.
No,
fuck Hershey's cookies and cream, marry Runs. Fuck Hershey's cookies. Poly partner Thin Mints and killed. That's a sexy one too, actually. Elizabeth has a good point.
Elizabeth. I mean,
Lindsay, Twizzlers and red vines are not the same thing, says Fred. No, she knows that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Everybody's anti-Twizzlers, so they have to be pro-red vine.
No, you can be anti-Twizzlers and anti-red vines because they're both bad.
I'm so upset. It's like I almost want to just shut my computer down. everyone is so deeply upsetting. Everyone's is the same as Irene's. We get it. Everyone, here we go. Sam and Triple S or the same, like Twizzlers are the best. They're saying it across both platforms.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny that all of those answers are not getting coming through to me.
Oh, well, Red Vines and Twizzlers are both good. That is
Oh
where
yeah,
you're
no,
wrong.
I see that one.
That is where you're that is where I tap out. That is where I tap out. Okay, so I just can't. This really threw me. I thought this would be hard for you because
I'll give you some tea. For some reason, so my brother really liked Hershey's cookies and cream growing up, and all I wanted to do was be my brother.
Oh, that's so
from
sweet,
ages
though.
0 to like 14. So I would always get a Hershey's cookies and cream bar so I could share with him and he would like me. And I would give him 9 of the pieces and I would have 3. But so like to me, I love that candy bar. I haven't
That's
eaten
so
one
sweet.
in years, but I love that candy bar.
That's so honestly, that makes sense, and the sentimental value makes sense. Someone just brought up that I like black licorice, and yeah, that's true. So you know what? Sorry, I have
Listen, everybody has their faults.
palate. Yeah. Is it? Oh wait. Okay. Wow. Elizabeth just said black licorice is the only kind of licorice worth eating. Pull apart kind is definitely nostalgic. I love pull apart.
Well, black licorice is the only actual licorice, like from the
Right.
fucking plant and stuff. I just hate the flavor of it.
For sure. And it's really mine is sentimental for my mom because
I love now I can't argue.
because my mom loves black licorice, and I was always like, "You're such a disgusting woman."
You're such a disgusting fat woman. And I'm glad I never had a Twinkie because of you.
How dare you? And now I love it because I love my mom so much. So I can't. I mean,
okay, here's a question. What are your feelings on almond flavoring? Like what's it starts with an M, marzipan or like almond extract in cakes and stuff, biscotti, like stuff like that.
Okay, so in the last maybe 5 years, I have warmed up to it. But like before that, because you know how in a lot of sugar cookie recipes they tell you to put almond extract, and I
never do.
I never do. I always, even still, I'll put vanilla extract like for sugar cookies. But I have become obsessed with almond croissants and like really truly fucking love like the marzipan-y center and just like I don't know what happened.
I love that you love it, but I hate it.
No, and I get it because I hated it for so long, but like for some reason everything just flipped and now I'm like obsessed with marzipan.
Reluctantly, Reese says almond flavoring hardly tastes like almond, to be honest. I'd rather have the chopped almond. So I think I hate almond flavoring because my mom hates it. And so she said, I hate it. And I was like, I want to be like you. Yeah. And now I can't taste it without being like, ew, I hate this. But I don't know if I've ever truly like tasted it and been like, do I like this?
I mean, food is so nostalgic that it's wild how our emotions shape our likes and like what tastes good.
Because you were right. Like, would I normally like a Hershey's cookies and cream bar? Of course not. Right. But my brother got it every Friday as his like candy bar. So like I want it forever.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like the only thing that like I will not do that my mom does is keep Dove chocolates in the freezer like a loser. But talk to me when I'm 50. You know what I mean? Because like who knows? Who knows who I'll be then? She used to get those and then on Halloween act like they were for the trick-or-treaters. And it was like, Mom, nobody wants your dark chocolate almond Dove. Like, you weirdo. Wait, okay. I don't know if I gave my opinion on this fuck, marry, kill. But I feel like it's obvious I would marry Twizzlers.
You did, but say it again because I forgot.
Okay. I would marry Twizzlers. I would kill the runts. I would fuck. Oh, no, I wouldn't kill the runts. I think I would fuck the runts because runts are good in like the first bite. So
Yeah.
I would marry the Twizzlers, I would fuck the runts, I would kill the Hershey's cookies and cream bar, and I would poly partner with the Thin Mints, which I feel like are all solid choices.
Okay, but you have to remember, like, if you're marrying Twizzlers and your poly partner is Thin Mints, do you want to mix mint and Twizzler flavor?
Well, like I feel like it actually you could think of it more as variety.
That's a good
So
point.
when I get sick of the Twizzlers and I'm like, you know what? I need some chocolate in my life. I
Okay.
don't want
No,
this
that's a
Twizzler
great point.
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like pretty.
Damn.
Everybody's saying, debating if dark chocolate belongs in the freezer. I don't think dark chocolate needs to be in the freezer. I get
I do think it
chocolate
should
in the
be
freezer.
cold. I think like a fridge moment.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not going to melt.
I mean, when I keep my chocolate chips outside, they fucking melt.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you probably get good quality chocolate chips too. Mine won't melt even if I want them to. Although I did just get the Kirkland brand and I was really impressed.
Yeah, they slap.
They're really fucking good.
I mean, it's probably like the same shit of how like Kirkland vodka is the same as Grey Goose. It's just a different sticker on it. Like
Absolutely.
I'm sure that they're like Gouttard fucking chocolate chips, and we're like, oh, they're Kirkland. So
right. I trust Kirkland with my life. So, and I've left many a chocolate bar in my backpack. Reluctantly, Reese says that they left a dark chocolate bar in their backpack and it melted on the school bus. Look, we've all had a chocolate melting
we've
moment.
all shit our pants and said it was a chocolate bar that melted.
Okay, we get it. You shit in your backpack. Okay.
Diana W says this is what she needed tonight. Hell yeah,
good.
baby.
This is what I needed tonight.
Fucking same, dude.
Truth. This is making me so happy.
Who is calling me?
Yeah,
Hold
who
on.
is?
Let's see. Hold
yeah,
on.
answer it, please.
Hello?
Ew, it sounds recorded. I'm not into this.
I hate that.
Oh, I yell back at the recording.
I do that too. If I wasn't on the podcast right now, I would have gone, ah!
I always yell back and I go, let me speak to a person. Actually, I was literally just texting earlier with an apartment scammer. One of my favorite things to do is text with apartment scammers and just like lead them on so that they keep. Like my favorite thing is they always ask you to their whole thing. This one was like evil. And this one was like, my wife has leukemia and so I had to leave town, but you can go drive by the place and like check it out. And I was like, you're a cruel asshole. So I just kept texting them and I go, what kind of leukemia? That's so sad. Is she getting treatment? Oh, that's awful. Tell me more. And then they would like divert the conversation. I'd be like, wow, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, why are you being
I'm
so
trying
rude?
to be kind with you.
Yeah. And then they were like, can send the application with the like $100 or something via Zelle. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I kept going, okay, I just sent you $80. Okay, I go, oh, and they're like, send the receipt. And I was like, is this Zelle? And then I would just screenshot Twitter. Like, I just like couldn't. I hate them so much. We're the weirdos are coming in full force in this chat, but it's all good. You rubbed
What are we getting?
Dark Bend Over says rubbed ketchup in my eyes and now it burns. Sometimes Twitch gets a little
tricky.
A little bit tricky. Okay, so let's do the bonus round of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Love.
I'm very excited for this. So this is a mix of savory and sweet. Fuck, Marry, Kill bonus round 1.
This is just Fuck, Marry, Kill, or is there still poly partner?
Oh no, there's still poly partner.
Okay.
I always forget about the poly partner.
Don't they all?
Good thing I don't have one.
Same.
Okay, strawberry Pocky. Have you had Pocky?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, unsweetened dried mango. Pirate's booty. Familiar with Pirate's booty?
Very familiar.
Okay. And hint of lime tortilla chips.
Oh, done. End of story. Okay.
Really?
Yep. Marry Pirate's booty.
Okay.
Fuck or poly partner. What was the poly partner dried mango unsweetened. Kill strawberry Pocky and fuck. What was the last one?
Hint of lime.
No. Yeah, fuck hint of lime.
Oh, you would fuck hint of lime.
Fuck
Okay.
hint of lime, marry pirate's booty, poly partner dried mango unsweetened, and then kill strawberry Pocky. I cannot stand artificially flavored fruit stuff. Fruit Loops, I hate. Fruity Pebbles, I hate. Like strawberry ice cream, delicious because there's actual strawberry in it. But strawberry Pocky is too like artificial. And I don't have a problem with artificial flavoring. Not at all. It's just sometimes that like scent can fuck me up.
Mm,
And I feel like hint of lime Tostitos would be like, ooh, who are you?
yes. Interesting.
What are
Okay.
yours?
Okay. Well, Fred knew, first of all, Fred knew that you hated fake strawberry. So he knows
he
you
really?
well. Yeah. Yeah. So
Thank you, Fred.
seems like someone's been paying attention.
Oh, reluctantly, Reese wants to answer for themselves.
Okay.
Berry dried mango, poly partner strawberry Pocky, interesting. Fuck hint of lime, same, and then kill pirate's booty, interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, what are yours?
I mean, I'm gonna kill dried mango.
Why?
It's just boring. I don't want to marry it. I don't want to fuck it. I don't want to poly partner it. Like what?
Okay.
What am I gonna do with it? What am I gonna do with you? Also, half of them are brown and weird. Like half of the time when I get them from Trader Joe's, I go and I look and I'm like, well, is this even edible? What did you do with this?
What's going on?
What are you doing? I can't handle
What are
that.
you here?
Okay. Let's see. I mean, I think I would fuck hint of lime chips too. I don't know why it feels.
They seem fun.
They seem fun, but they like can't go for too long. I do like artificial fruit flavoring. I think it depends, but I do like. It depends. Like strawberry milk, no, but something like strawberry Pocky or like strawberry shortcake bars.
Oh, well, if we're talking strawberry shortcake bars, that's a different story.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
strawberry shortcake bars are the best ice cream.
It's so delicious. It actually makes me want to make a strawberry shortcake cake. I totally forgot you could do that with like I forgot that you can use freeze-dried fruits in baking.
Yeah.
And like it's so fun and pretty. Okay. So I would fuck hint of lime tortilla chips.
Correct.
I think I would poly partner Pocky.
Interesting.
And I guess I would marry Pirate's Booty. Here's the thing. Pirate's Booty has this texture where it doesn't really cut up the roof of your mouth because it sort of melts like it's
But what's
packing
interesting
peanut.
is there's two types per bag. There's either melty or too crunchy.
Okay.
And I like the too crunchy, and sometimes the melty is too melty.
Interesting. I like the melty. I like the texture of a packing peanut. Did you ever eat them when you were a kid, the edible ones?
No, I think I tried to once, and then my dad like hid it out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's probably appropriate. I definitely hid them in my pocket. Again, deprived of snacks. So I was eating packing peanuts.
Why not? Why not?
And Pirate's Booty really has like the same vibe for me. So I'm a fan of that. I guess I could eat that every day. I
really like how big those bags are. I think it's nice that they're so different than other chips.
I agree. They're a little bit alien, and in that I appreciate it. But hint of lime I actually haven't had in a while because Nick hates like artificially tortilla chips. He likes I mean, I don't know what he thinks is authentic, but
He likes like El Torito's tortilla chips.
I mean, do we even know what's authentic? Because it's literally just like Nabisco being like, here's a kind of
No,
Spanish
I would
word.
bet that if you and I went to Mexico, it would not be that vibe.
No, I mean, last time when I was in Mexico, it was like, I mean, the food was so delicious, but we went to this place where we ordered nachos and we got this like really sad looking plate of like tortilla chips with like some melted cheese and then this like red soupy sauce on it. And I was like, this is insane. Ate it, best thing I've ever had in my life. So what I'm saying is I don't know what good
Yeah, we can't
what is
gauge.
authentic Mexican food. I also have a theory that like people are like, that's not how my mom made it. And I'm like, well, you know what? My mom is American and Russian and also a bad cook. So I hope nobody is making anything the way my mom
The
makes
way
it.
that fucking she does it.
My mom makes it. The truth is like their mom. It's like, it doesn't matter where your mom is from. She could be a bad cook. Okay. Like,
That's always an option.
that's always an option. Joan says, get my mom back on the podcast. I mean, I would love to.
Fun.
Also, Triple S says, wait a minute, Nick hasn't been in the chat with us tonight. I know sometimes he gets in the chat and it's
Nick's
it's
not
cute.
here, and he sometimes is. I feel like that's a
No.
personal issue.
I
that
know
he
I'm
doesn't
gonna
like
have to
me.
actually take that up with him. Sometimes he doesn't like.
Is he like 30 feet away from you? Where is Nick?
Yeah, he's on the other side of that door. I mean, literally, nobody can see. That's the door, and that's the door to the other. That's obviously his side of the bed because there's one pillow, and I have 75. I have like 400. He's always like, "Why do you?" And I'm like, "It's important." So
That's how it is.
if you can't get with it, you won't get with it. Who is it? Reluctantly Ree says in middle school we had a snack locker. Ooh, and my friend used to put it in there and slapped as a school snack. What was Pirate's Booty? Oh yeah, I actually was allowed to have Pirate's Booty.
They were saying that Pirate's Booty was one of the first genuinely good gluten-free snacks. So good. Fred said that. I sleep with legit 8 pillows on my bed, and it's just me. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have 8 pillows on my bed too.
Do you really? I love pillows. There's literally nothing.
I don't sleep with all 8 of them. Like those are just like
Ooh.
mostly decorative, but it is nice to lay on them during the day.
I collect them. Anytime I go to Costco, I like have 700. Mine aren't even nice pillows. Mine are like full size. So if someone comes over and needs to sleep, I have like
so many pillows available.
I really have turned into my mom. My mom has like enough bed linen for 45 people in her house that she lives in alone. Her house that she lives in alone, you could put on different sheets every day of the week.
Every day of the week.
Yeah. Also Joss said, any new salt lamps, Irene?
Okay, first of all, I only have
You have
1,
some
2,
diehard fans here.
3, 4. I only have 5 salt lamps.
Wait.
And it's not because I believe that they take the negative ions away. It's because they're very pretty.
They are really pretty. Do you want to see my altar? This is very LA. Wait, don't look at my plant that's dying. Actually,
look at you.
It's a lot sadder than it looks. So that box is from the manager that dropped me last week. And
okay, I love that. I'm gonna turn on all my salt lamps now, and you guys are gonna all see how pretty they are.
There's
one.
I also realized you could see all of like my supplements. Cordyceps, anyone? A little
What's a
curcumin.
cordyceps?
Cordyceps is like for focus. It's like so clear. Like if you look next to my bed, it's like you're definitely in your 30s and have psychiatric meds because you're just like what are we doing? Who needs a pill bottle this big?
It's a lot.
And my shirt's falling off. Okay, it is off the rails, Jones.
We've now all turned on all of our lights.
Let me see. Oh my God. I had no idea you had that many salt lamps.
It's not that many. It's only 5.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Literally
You
love
know,
it.
Lindsay, thank you so much for having me.
You're
been such
so
a treat.
welcome. It's been such a treat. Obviously you need to go do something with those salt
I have
lamps.
to tend to my salt lamps.
You have to tend to your salt lamps. Before this gets too far off the rails, I'm gonna put in, once this is posted, I will put where to follow you and watch you. Irene has a YouTube channel that's incredible. Many of
you've been
you
on it. That's why it's incredible.
Oh, get out of here. I have been on it, but it's incredible without me. And a lot of you are here from that. So you know that, and follow her on all her socials. I'm such a fan of yours. It's so
I'm such a fan of
gross.
yours.
So thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me on. This was so fun. This is everything I wanted it to be and more.
I love you. Thank you times 100. Thanks to everybody who listened
Thank you
and
guys
joined
so much
in.
for joining and commenting.
We love it. Okay, have a good night.
Bye.